In the previous video, we have seen arithmetic operators and assignment operators. So this is completed. In this video, we will see auto-increment and decrement operators and logical operators. So what are the auto-increment and auto-decrement operators? Auto-increment and auto-decrement operators are plus plus and minus minus. So for example, let's say we have a variable number 1, which is num1 here. So if we say num1 plus plus, it is nothing but num1 equals to num1 plus 1. Similarly, if we say num minus minus, num1 minus minus, it is nothing but num1 is equal to num1 minus 1. Let us see an example here. I am creating a new class here, new class, and I am giving the name as auto-increment, decrement operators, and I am using main method as well. I am declaring two variables here. One is int num1 equals to 10 and another one is int num2 equals to 20. Okay, so what I am doing is I am doing num1 plus plus, so num1 value should become 11, and another one is num2 minus minus, so number 2 value should be 19. So I am printing the values here. Sys out num1 value is plus num1 and another one is num2 value is num2. So if I run this one now, run as Java application, and you should see num1 value is 11 and num2 value is 19. That means num1 plus plus means num1 is equal to num1 plus 1, num2 minus minus means num2 is equal to num2 minus 1. That's why it is printing the values of 11 and 19. Next one is logical operators. What are the different logical operators we have? We have double ampersand and two pipe symbols and an exclamation mark here. So these are the different logical operators that we have. This double ampersand means it meant for AND symbol, and double pipe symbol means it is OR, and this exclamation means it is a negation actually. Let's see an example of these three logical operators here. So I'm creating a new class here, and the new class name is logical operators, and I'm using the main method here. So I'm creating two variables here, which is int a equals to, I'm saying minus 10, and int b equals to minus 5. So these are the two variables we have taken. Normally these logical operators are used in conditions, that means any if conditions that we use. So we use these logical operators in those conditions. The first one is, let's see the logical AND operator, which is double ampersand operator. I am writing a if condition here. If a is greater than 0, and I am using a logical AND condition, which is double ampersand here, and b is greater than 0, then print saying both values are greater than 0, and I'm putting an else condition here, else sys out one or both are less than 0. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm checking these values if a is greater than 0 and b is greater than 0. That means both the values should be true. If any one of the values is not true, then it will go to the else condition. If both the values are true, then only it will print both the values are greater than 0. Otherwise it will print one or both values are less than 0. So let's run this one and see this one. Since both the values are less than 0, it should go to the else condition and it should print one or both values less than 0. So if you see here, one or both values are less than 0. Let me take one of these as greater than 0. Okay, but here the condition is logical AND. That means both the values should satisfy the condition here. So both the values should be greater than 0. Then only it will print this one. Otherwise it will print only this one. So let me run this one more time. Run as Java application. So it will still say that one or both values are less than 0. If I make both the values as greater than 0, then both the conditions will be satisfied. That means a is greater than 0 and b is greater than 0. So it will print both the values are greater than 0. So right click this one and run as Java application, both the values are greater than 0. So this is how this logical ampersand is used. Okay, now let me comment out this one and let us use the logical OR operator. So the logical OR operator is, so again I am taking int a is equal to -10 and int b is equal to -5. So now what I am doing is, if a is greater than 0 or two pipe symbols here, this is logical or b is greater than 0, then say one or both values are greater than 0, else I am printing sys out both values are less than 0. Okay, so what happens in this case is, at least one of the conditions should satisfy here, since we are using a logical and operator. So both the conditions should be satisfied. Here this logical OR means if at least one of the conditions satisfy, then that means this will be executed. If both are not satisfied, then this will be executed. In this case, both are less than 0. Here a is less than 0 and b is also less than 0, so it goes to the else condition and it says both values are less than 0. Let me run this one, run as Java application, and both values are less than 0. So I am changing one of them to greater than 0. So now a is less than 0 but b is greater than 0. So now one condition is satisfied. So logical OR means at least one condition should be satisfied. So now it should say one or both the values are greater than 0. Right click on this one and run as Java application, save it. One or both the values are greater than 0. So logical OR means at least one condition should be satisfied. Both the conditions are also satisfied, that's also okay. Let's see this one. I'm making both the values as greater than 0. Now again this will be executed. Run as Java application. So one or both the values are greater than 0. So let me comment this one. Now let's see the negation operator. Negation operator is with the exclamation mark. So this is for the boolean values. So boolean, I'm defining a boolean variable here. Boolean test is equal to false. I'm saying boolean test is equal to false. Okay. So now here what I'm saying is, if test, then sys out, say it is true, else sys out it is false. Okay, so what we are doing is, we have created a boolean variable with value false and we are checking. If test means it checks for the condition true. If true, say it is true, otherwise say it is false. So in this condition it is false, so it will print out this, it is false. So let's run this one, run as Java application. So it is saying it is false. Now if we change it to true here, if we change it to true and run it again, now it should say it is true. Java application, so it is true. So these are the different logical operators we have. Okay, so in this video we have covered auto-increment and auto-decrement operators, and we have also seen what are the different logical operators and how to use them. You can download this chapter from my GitHub repository at github.com/subustech. Go to Selenium-Java-tutorials, and this is 5B tutorial. So search with 5B and you will see Selenium. This is a 5A tutorial. So this is 5A tutorial, auto-increment and decrement operators and logical operators. In the next video, we will see comparison operators and ternary operator.